Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, my fellow YouTubers. Welcome to another edition of Mary Sky Readley's video blog. I'm Mary Sky. So, some of you are wondering what's going on. I took a nap, but I got up to do a video for you all. Alright, this is your nightly video. This is where I want to be, okay? This is where... So, Chloe, of course, wanted to be a prankster tonight, and last can got me this giant can. That we compared the giant can right in my hand to a little pocket can. I should send my cousin a picture of this, alright? I love my cousin dearly. Anyways, I think my cousin Corey basically be shitting himself with a big old can of chaw like this, alright? So, shall we continue or shall we get to brass tacks? I hope we all can have a great video tonight. Okay. I got a couple things to say and I want to make it count. So, a couple people emailed me. Alright, so I've been busy. Chloe's been busy. We all been busy, alright? Sorry. You want your stimulus update. I'm just trying to get into this can. Okay, enough of the jokes. Okay, let's get to it, shall we? Alright, so, someone said I was too drunk, but no, I'm not. So, I took a nap, got up, drank, the thing next to the coffee pot there, where my finger's pointing, right? Those are steel waters, drank 2 of them, so I'm feeling pretty good. So, shall we? So, Direct Express rolled over to Monday, right? You all know this. So, it's rolled over to Monday at all. So, because it's rolled over to Monday, Mordos, as we call it, or Mondos, Mondos, and Mondoc DOS, that however I say it. So, anyways. So, Direct Express is simple, okay? So, we're rolled over to Monday. All right, people said to me that they are nothing pending, okay? So, we're on the 29th now. We just rolled over to Monday. So, it's Sunday. It's around 2:13 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, Monday. So, Monday, 2:13, right? Which means 2:13. Knock, knock. Where's my stimmy? Where he stimmy? Where he stimmy? Who knows? All right, stimmy's not here. So stimulus checks are pending right now. So I have a feeling right now that because it's rolled over to Monday, that Sunday night will roll into Monday, which means with payday approximately 5 days from now, five days, you're looking at what? 108 hours for payday, I believe it is. 96 plus 24. You know how this works. We're carrying it. All right, so. So, couple things to talk about. Everyone's asking where the stimulus check is. I know Mark asked earlier. I said, I don't know. And others asked earlier, and I said, I don't know. Now I'm positive that unless we get it pending, 96 hours to 48 hours. 96 to 48 hour window, not 48. So I'm saying 96 hour. We have 5 days for payday. So I'm basically cutting down 24 hours and saying 96 hours starting tomorrow and 48-hour window. If those windows do not meet during payday, you're not going to see a stimulus check posting up Friday, even with your regular payments. Because currently we are rolling into the 29th, okay? Sunday night we will roll into the 30th. And that's everyone's gonna be waiting for it. So you know what they say about live chat people? They say don't feed the animals. I've decided I'm not gonna give in. I'm not gonna even budge. So now that I'm not being distracted, okay, we rolled over to Monday. Because we rolled over to Monday, we rolled over to Monday. That means you guys' stimulus checks can be waiting till from Monday to Friday. So let's go over to the Social Security pay calendar, okay? So the Social Security calendar, right? Payment schedule 2021, okay? I thought it changed, but it was just my reading, okay? So we're going into April, right? So currently it is March 29th. So Social Security direct deposit is not pending for the 29th. Because the second and third and fourth Wednesday is already done, then that rolls over to the fifth Wednesday, which is the 31st, by the way. Noisy little tutor, isn't he? I just don't want him by the wall. You're a noisy little tutor, aren't you? So basically that means payday will be Thursday night at 10 p.m., which means you got a window of March 31st to, March 30th to the 2nd. However, because the pay date is set in a 24-hour rotation, that would mean that currently, if anything will be pending, it will be pending on the 29th, which means the 29th of March. So March 29th to Wednesday, March 31st could pin for your April 2nd stimulus. But remember, if April 2nd isn't your stimulus date, then you got to watch for the second, third, and fourth Wednesday. Now, remember, let me tell you a secret. The people that got their birthday based off of the second, third, and fourth Wednesday, right? For example, second, third, and fourth Wednesday, Sister Pee Wee, for example, I love her dearly. Pee Wee turned around and said, "Bing, bing, ding, ding. Hello, Greta. Hey, Higgs, what's up?" So I've decided not to feed the animals in live chat. I'm just done. You see. So I'm not going to give you guys any info either. What's happened in the last few hours? Just hell. So I'm not going to even talk about the guy who is trying to antagonize. I've been told by legal teams to not even bother. So, anyways, let's go back to the stimulus check. By the way, Higgins, again, congratulations on your money. At least you get to stay in your house for 6 more months, right, bro? Just a joke. So, anywho, so So basically, because we rolled over to March 29th already, everyone, and March 30th. So basically, we could start seeing something pending between March 30th and April 2nd. Now, be very, very watchful, okay? I will keep you updated as well. But right now, under the payment schedule, and by the way, I'll leave this in the comments if you guys want to see it. The comments is right here. Hey, Mikey. Man, what a shithole night we've had. So, a big mess. Big mess. You know, we had StreamYard going and so between March 29th and April 2nd, we should have a window of either regular payments for me. I don't have any pending like some people, or two is stimulus checks pending, but the automated voicemail does say literally that right now. Oh, really? What the social security came in? Well, you know what? I'm gonna read it just because I'm curious, brother. So that's Saul. I thought Saul looked different. Man, he looks like a dick. So it says Social Security Statement by Saul. Okay, let me read this to you guys. I want to provide an important update about Social Security Administration's process of economic impact payments under the American Rescue Plan. At each turn over the last 12 months, immediate delivery of EIPs have been and remains a top priority of this agency. Right. No wonder why the trust fund's drained. SSA's public service mission is squarely focused on many of those who are most economically vulnerable in our society. And we to our beneficiaries to ensure they receive their EIPs right away. Okay. So, well, I'm going to read this and pick up any play on words, all right? Fact, it was a substantial effort at SSA that successfully overcame the fact that the IRS did not have a mechanism to automatically identify SSI recipients. Really, the SSI people got their fucking money first. What's that tell you? Tells you right there I'm not stupid as fuck. Some of the most financially insecure people in America. All right. It was SSA that pushed the prior administration countless sent IRS file to those individuals who do not form SSA 1099. That's what it is that I have that there's a 1099. So the IRS could automatically issue EIPs to them. Oh, okay. That seems cool. Since that time, the discussion began regarding insurance of EIPs in the ARP Act, American Rescue Program Act. Weeks before the passing, we've worked tirelessly with our counterparts at IRS to provide them the information they need to issue payments to our beneficiaries. Really, no wonder why. I guess the SSI people got their fucking money first. Go figure. Or 98% of them. Despite the fact that Congress did not directly provide SSA funding to support our work on EIPs, we can provide countless hours of assistance to IRS, consistent with the laws that establish how we may use the trust funds that every American counts on us to protect. Huh. Right there, you see, we have provided countless benefits, despite the fact that Congress did not directly provide SSA funding to support our work on EIPs. We have provided countless hours of assistance to IRS consistent with the laws that establish how we use the trust funds that every American counts on to protect. Wow. So they're literally admitting to us people. I'm just telling you this. To us people. The trust fund. If Pee Wee was here, Pee Wee would be shitting gold bricks right now. See, I even called it before it did. That's what's scary, you know. I said the trust fund was tapped into. Do you see what they're saying? They're saying $1.9 trillion. They're admitting the trust fund's been drained. I'm gonna send this link to Pee Wee because I love Pee Wee, sister Pee Wee. You know, if I can get the fucking thing to work. Anyways, I'll continue reading this in a second for you guys. Okay, this is big news. This is bigger than I thought. Higgins, you basically found me a treasure trove. I want to thank you so much, my friend. It means a lot to me. You gotta be fucking kidding me again. So, anyways, just to let you know, I'm having a little bit of email trouble. Give me a minute. So, I want Pee Wee to watch this in the morning, but this is really scary stuff, okay? So, they're admitting to the American people that the Social Security Trust Fund was tapped into. I told you guys this. But, Higgins, brother Higgins, I love Higgins dearly. He he can make jokes all he wants at times. No wonder why. I called it because I couldn't understand why. That means they are paying out of our own money. Let's continue. So it says right here, we have provided countless hours assistance we have provided countless hour assistance consistent with the laws. Okay, I'm cutting and pasting this for you guys. Okay, countless of the laws, right? Hi, Anita. Read this, right? That establish. I'm sharing this with you guys. How we use the trust fund, right? Right here. And then I'm putting it in, highlighting this part. Just play on words for y'all. See? Hello, Miss Carter. So you see where it says right there? They're admitting that the IRS isn't paying the stimulus checks. That means billions of dollars of the trust funds being drained, right? SSA discussed the Treasury and IRS both before passage and after enactment of ARP Act. The Social Security Act does not allow the agency or the administrative approach to conduct work on any non-mission provision or program. We were required to pursue a reimbursable agreement with IRS. We received no direct appropriation through the ARP fund. Sorry, we were required to pursue an agreement with IRS with no direction through the ARP Act. So, I'm just sharing this with you guys. So, this is what it says, right? So, from the onset, we kept congressional staff appraised that hurdles of this road would create us, and we would continue to update on the progress of IRS completed the required interagency agreement. Once we were free to move forward, we aggressively worked with Treasury and IRS to issue payments. As a result, our efforts were successfully signed in reimbursement agreement and memorandum of understanding less than 1 week after passage. March 17th, the process takes weeks or months to complete, but we got the job done in a matter of days. A few days later, on Monday, March 22nd, SSA sent initial test files to IRS. IRS confirmed testing successful Wednesday, March 24th. Sent initial test files and convert. Okay. Production files were delivered to IRS before 9 a.m. on Thursday, March 25th, more than a week sooner than we were able to provide similar files to IRS during the first round of EIP. So, first round of EIPs, if you're reading this, is SSI. So, the SSI people got paid. You see. Now, they're still talking about the rest, right? While we were working through the agreement with IRS that would fund our efforts to support issuance of EIP's economic impact payments, we were also protecting the integrity of the EIP program by updating the files that IRS will use to issue payments to our beneficiaries. Bullshit, they already have it. Those updates to our files ensure payments will go to correct bank accounts and addresses, and those who are deceased are removed from the files. In short, Social Security employees have literally worked day and night with IRS staff to ensure that the electronic files of Social Security and SSI recipients, remember, SSI, 98% already got paid, are complete, accurate, and ready to be used to issue payments. So they're saying that SSDI, SSR, and SSS survivors aren't getting paid. Remember, if you get SSR and SSS survivors, then you get one payment. If you get SSDI and survivors, you get one payment. So what they're trying to do this time around is make sure everyone still gets one payment. Some people got two payments in the past. There's no one more committed to serving the public than the employees of this agency. And there should be no doubt whatsoever that they are striving each day to serve the vulnerable population to whom they have committed their careers. I find any insinuation to the contrary to be unacceptable. I assure you that we will continue to do all we can to support implementation of the ARP, the American Rescue Plan Act. So, thank you, Higgins. So, some of the comments just came out. So, have anyone read the comments? So the comments are interesting. A lot of people are saying, this is unacceptable. So, a lot of people are saying fire this guy. So thank you, Higgins, for that letter. Yeah, so basically, remember what? Good evening, Nick. So basically what it's saying is, if you're reading this statement, I posted an excerpt, and that is, like I said, the Social Security Trust Fund was tapped into. What debit card are you talking about? Tactical Mikey, do you have Direct Express? You want to know what I think it is, everyone? I think, Higgins, correct me if I'm wrong, brother, but it sounds like a cop-out. I mean, listen, let me reiterate for some of you that I just got out of what Higgins said, okay? We have provided countless hours of assistance to IRS consistent with the law. That's fine. They're working within the law and the scope of the law. You have to think about it. The establishment of how we may use the trust funds that every American counts on us to protect. We may use the trust fund. That was the word. We're required to pursue a reimbursement agreement with IRS because we receive no direct appropriation to that. So basically, they're trying to say that without a payback, which they haven't gotten, the trust fund is being depleted as fast as possible. You see where I'm going with this? So, Nick, what do you make of it? Higgins, what do you make of it? Tactical Mikey? This is bigger news than we thought. I mean, literally. So, they're literally admitting the trust fund's been tapped to pay the stimulus checks. Well, yeah, exactly. You see, Nick, thank you. I mean, literally, I'm glad you were just listening. Because remember what I said in previous videos. I sent Pee-wee countless screen captures of SSA paying. And remember what the SSA does. They manage Social Security Administration and manage SSI, SSDI, retirement survivors, and retirement and survivors. And yet, they're saying there's no money. Now, I can answer you, Nick, on your other question. That would mean that the ARP, the American Rescue Plan, is in the same boat as veterans. Veteran has their own trust fund. So veterans, I'm going to brush my hair, by the way. Veterans are in the same boat. Same with the railroad board. Their trust funds being tapped. So everyone's trust funds being tapped, and yet the money is not there. So what they're saying is, look, we'll get you guys some money soon, but we can't do it fast enough because there's no money. Keep tapping into the trust fund will be gone. And by the way, has anyone ever heard of the old story about Vietnam War being tapped into the trust fund? McNamara found a way to tap into the trust fund before they basically sealed it in '76. So, or something like that. So there we have it. So the veterans are doing the same problem. So the act is saying we're going to give money to all these places, but the truth is, where are they getting the money? Mm-hmm. Second is, as Pee Wee would say, no one's working. No one's paying into the Social Security Trust Fund. So trust fund's being drained. The IRS ain't entitled, apparently, for that story says, the reimbursed. And as Nick says, they ran out of money, or the IRS tried to punk SSA and blamed them. They did. The IRS was blaming Social Security. Social Security was blamed, and yet, now that Social Security is fixed, the question remains is, where's the Veterans Railroad play out on this, huh? When everyone on disability insurance, survivors, and retirement get their funds, that just leaves two groups left: railroad and veterans. Railroad and veterans. You see where I'm going with this? So, because some people can't get their funds right now, or are pending like me, that tells you right there. Yes, exactly, Nick. Remember what I also said, sweetie. The trust fund is there for retirement survivors and disability insurance. The workers like us have worked and paid into it, brother. Unfortunately, the rest, SSI, comes from the general fund. So if people are paying their taxes and they pay taxes to the federal government, an income tax, that income tax goes to the general fund, which pays SSI. So somehow people with SSI benefits that have SSI and possibly retirement, or SSI and disability insurance, our combo with SSI, those 2%, they didn't get paid yet. 98% of people got paid Tuesday night. So almost a week ago, they got paid $1,400, and it came out of Social Security, because Social Security, if you listen to Chloe's card, it says Social Security payment, a pending deposit of $1,400 is coming from Social Security, a Social Security payment. So what they're saying is and when I talked to Pee Wee and I sent a proof that the two screen captures I sent for the 1,200 and the 600, those were paid on through the trust fund. And that's where I started wondering what was going on with our money. So the question you got to ask yourself is this. No bourbon for me right now. Water sounds good. You got to ask yourself a couple questions. One is, are you lovely people who come to me, who trust my information and accuracy, think, thanks to Higgins, of course. Higgins, a thumbs up to you again. Are you happy between Higgins and myself and Pee-wee and others that we got you the most accurate information up to date? Which means, are you happy that I gave you, with the help of Higgins, thanks again, Higgs, that we have your information, and this was 100%, not 98 or 99.2 or 99.8%, but 100% across the board, that the trust fund was tapped. And now we know why. And because of it, the trust fund, remember I said this in a previous video, was going to be tapped, and that is why they're running out by 2023 to 2027. Because they didn't tell us. They just said, oh, the new trust fund rules were running lower faster. They didn't say anything about it. Which means, as Pee-wee said, are we all happy about it? Literally, are we literally happy that we now know what's going on? Nick, Higgins, the rest of you, Social Security Trust Fund was tapped. That's empty. So where's the other one at? I just want to find out what happened to the other bottle. The other bottle was... Did it get moved around, or did Chloe move it? I bet she put it away somewhere. Oh, it's right here. It fell. Dude. So, anywho, that's what's left, by the way. Thank God I got another fresh bottle of this, and the bottle of Ezra is half a bottle of Woodford, so I'm still good, but right now it's not time to drink. Right now it's time to drink water, so, what do you guys think? I want to hear your guys' opinion. Because this is more worse than anything in the world. Oh, which reminds me, I need to check something soon. So now we know. For some of you, excuse me. Earlier I was rude by just enjoying belching, but right now I'm got some stomach gas coming up. So I apologize to Miss Carter if she's watching me. Usually I am a humorous person, and I always make jokes and laugh, and a lot of people love my channel, but this is worse than we thought. So I want to say thank you to Higgins. Higgins, thank you. For the rest of you out there, this is worse than we thought. Literally. I mean, people were coming to me and emailing me saying it's only a theory that the trust fund was tapped. No one truly knew the trust fund was tapped. Oh, you're lying. Now we have proof. So, and yes, I'm trying to stay hydrated. Remember, alcohol can dehydrate you. Also, with me, if you drink too much water, that'll hydrate you and not dehydrate you. And two is your body will absorb a lot of the alcohol. I had snacks too, so that helped. But that nap, that helped too. So but we're not here about talking about me and my water. We're here to talk about Social Security. So I want to get your guys' opinion, because this is worse. Anyone have anything to say about this? Hello, again, Miss Anita Carter. Well, Nick, why don't you spill your sources? Before I can confirm it, I have to look over your sources. That's the thing. If you want me to give you an accurate opinion, you're going to have to post in the comments the sources. Otherwise, if you're hearing rumors from clickbaiters, then I can't confirm it. It's just clickbaiters making up stuff, because think of it this way. The next payment date for Social Security payments are the 31st at 10 o'clock at night, which means the 1st. So everyone gets paid on SSI April 1st. Then everyone who is supposed to get paid the 3rd gets paid April 2nd at 10 p.m. So there's only 2 windows to make payments. And just remember what I said. Anyone who gets paid April 1st might get their payments. There's a 50-50 chance. Anyone who gets paid April 3rd, there's a 50-50 chance. Now, if they're basically basing it, Nick, off of yeah, well, could be false, yes. And then think of it this way: if they're not going to pay, did you see the link I posted in the comments above the Social Security payment? And then if they don't pay, there you go. If they don't pay on April 1st or April 2nd, the next pay window is the 14th, the 21st, or the 28th. So think of it that way. They could drag this out. And just remember also, they could drag it out saying that the IRS, even though the IRS tried to thump Social Security can thump IRS, Nick, by stating the obvious, which is oh yeah, exactly. They said use the Get My Payment tool. So that's the other thing we should talk about too, Nick, is the IRS payment tool isn't working for 95% of people on benefits. Why? Because they don't know. They don't want us to know when the payments are going out. So some people said the payments worked. That was working for people with SSI. Other people don't see anything. So the IRS is so backlogged that they had to move tax date to May 17th this year because of the pandemic. So think of it. May 17th, that means that they can do 2 things at once. They can do tax on one side and Social Security payments on the other. By the way, does anyone realize that everyone turns around and says, oh, well, the Social Security could flip the switch and be done with it, or Direct Express, or the IRS. And then the IRS gives the info to the Treasury, and the Treasury gives it to Social Security. Social Security. See, here's what happens, okay? Social Security is admitting that the trust fund's tapped, right? Social Security is admitting that the money's coming out of the trust fund. But has anyone read where it states the IRS handles these payments, and yet the IRS has to go and give it to the Treasury? Treasury's got to release it, and it goes to banks, right? But that form that Higgins gave us says the trust fund's being tapped. So if Social Security has updated information, right, of who gets a payment, the non-filing taxers, the ones that don't need to file taxes, the tax-exempt people on benefits, then that would mean, logically, they don't need to do anything. Social Security can flip a switch. Otherwise, the IRS will handle it, right? Now, is anyone well aware, because I share this all the time with you, that the Internal Revenue Service's computers over 60 plus years old, they're using Cobalt, and Cobalt is an old computer program. There's probably about 16 people in existence right now in the entire country, including my father-in-law, that know how to program Cobalt. Yet the IRS is, I mean, if they needed a Cobalt technician, there's probably a handful of people out there that can make a killing off of keeping the Cobalt system up to date. But they're not training people right now to use Cobalt. Cobalt is a dead program. So think of it that way. So Cobalt is dead. You see where I'm going with this? So not only that they're using computers that are huge. By the way, here the Department of Defense uses Cobalt too. So Well, the get my payment tool is updated once a day. So if I go get my payment tool, right, it says it's updated once a day, usually overnight. So right now it's almost 3 in the morning Eastern time. So unless it's updated right now, I'll test it for you guys, okay? Okay, there. So it says payment status not available. Don't have enough information yet working on this, or you're not eligible for a payment. So right now they're saying that I'm not eligible for a payment. So there is no date for the 31st, because if there was a date, pay attention here, then there'd be a date right now. It'd be pending right now for payout. And here's another thing I want to ask you guys, okay? For stimulus checks, okay? Stimulus checks are delayed, right? Everyone knows it. The IRS is backlogged on taxes, filers, people that owe money, etc. And we're just an afterthought. Unfortunately, Higgins said that his check was postmarked on the 25th to send out, got it Friday, right? Or got it today. So fastest turnaround time. Higgins said that was way cool. Way to go, Higgs. Unfortunately, there's another little problem with stimulus checks, since they keep saying check your mailbox for EIP3 cards or paper checks, and that is the big answer. If we are waiting for the Treasury Department to cut us some money, whether it be Direct Express, paper check, or EIP3 card, prepaid Visa card through MetaBank, the question you got to ask yourself is, the big question here is, what is their weekly mail out dates? Usually they used to mail out Monday and it'd get to everyone by Friday, okay? That was the first round. Second round, I don't know. I wasn't paying attention, so sorry. But the third round, are they shipping out Monday or are they sending checks out on Wednesday? They say no one truly knows what day they're sending out the checks. They're printing them out in droves of millions, 5 million a week, sending them out. So that's another question. So if yours was sent out the 26th, that would mean, question is, they're sending out only on Fridays, which means the next batch would be April 2nd. So if we didn't get it pending in our Direct Express on April 2nd, I can assume the next payment date for me would May if they were doing direct deposit. Otherwise, I can assume between April 2nd and May 2nd would be paper checks for anyone on the 3rd, which would free up the IRS's tax programs, because the computer could run multiple calculations, but I don't think they want to basically do that. They're gonna tie up the computers for the people who filed taxes. So I would assume between April 2nd and May 2nd, May 3rd, payments would go out for us. Now, if it didn't go out by May 3rd, I would assume our payments would go out between May 3rd and June 2nd. Only thing is if May 17th comes and goes and they got to push the tax date behind, that would mean we could be waiting multiple months for stimulus checks, because they got till December 31st, 2021 to pay for us to get paid. So, all I can say to you all fine people is, be blessed. You guys got paid. All right. Any questions or concerns so far? Because I was only going to be here for about 20 minutes or less. But you see, now you can see I'm serious, not drunk, no, not drunk, not happy, not sad, not upset, but serious. Literally serious. I mean, you're seeing my serious face here. And I got to thank Higgins for it. Nick, any questions or concerns? Anyone else? We got 13 people watching, and yet only Higgins replying. So I guess I can leave for a bit or something. Well, like I said, if you want to believe, Nick, that your payment date will be the 31st, I can't say yes or no. I mean, I don't have exact concrete info. Now, let's talk about something else before I go, okay? So far, the IRS posts a statement. You have to find it. Higgins, good work, by the way. The rest, nothing. Literally, nonca. Literally gone. Why is it gone? I'll tell you why. Because, as I said earlier, no one in their right mind has, no one in their right mind can see that the newspapers, aka the mainstream media, is talking about this. They're talking more about mass murders, mass shooters, Biden, what Biden said, and Kamala Harris living out of a suitcase and everything else, to voter fraud, voter election fraud, election suppression. They're basically focusing on all these things, and yet not one of them is talking about, you ready for this? Stimulus checks. So right now that the IRS got the info, the entire mainstream media swept it under the rug. And now Direct Express has a phone number that you call that says you're waiting several weeks. They're saying IRS will be several weeks before IRS sends payments out. They have no payment dates. So there's only a few options you can analyze any way you look at it. One, paper checks. Check your mailbox. Keep checking your mailbox. Good evening, Calvin. Two, check your mailbox for EIP3, EIP3 card, or direct deposit by you know where. So, any questions? Or I'm here. I could be here a while, or I could leave. It's all up to you. Deposit date of the 31st via multiple sources. Blind billionaire, come on. Do you really want to believe that clickbait son of a bitch, Nick? I mean, blind millionaire doesn't truly have a fucking date. Where did he get his sources? I go through and I comb through the networks 24/7. Any chance I get. Look, Higgins, water's a lot healthier right now for me to heal my problems. You know, I don't like Logan. Sorry to say. Logan's a clickbaiter, okay? When a guy says, I'm a CPA, you can't trust the CPA because you see him doing anything. No, he's making a living off your videos, Higgins. And because of it, you can't trust him. Now, people say they can't trust me, but let me ask you guys a question here. Who would you rather trust? Lala Late, Jimmy, that doctor guy, Logan, myself? Who would you truly trust? Literally. I mean, I am here to serve you, the people. All right. I'm not here to sit there. I mean, look, every clickbaiter motherfucker out there is making money. Think of it. I know a guy in 10 years made $1 million off of YouTube revenue. 10 years. Took him 10 years. That's $100,000 a year. If you think about it, he's got a good little hobby going. But, you know, So that is the question you got to ask yourself. Do you trust someone who doesn't deal with Direct Express, or do you trust someone that does? I mean, look, I'm just your average Joe Gurley. I get up in the mornings. I'm one of those that don't care if you see me drunk on YouTube. I'm your average American who tells it like it is, and yet, how many of these people, Logan, Lala Late, Jimmy, Blind to Billionaires, these stimulus things, that those two girls, Twinkle Toes does Direct Express, but Twinkle Toes has lied. Her accuracy is shit. So the question to you is her accuracy that shitty? Then how accurate am I? Think of it. I said it before the even report came out that the trust fund was being tapped. And people said, oh, you're wrong. You don't have any proof. I said my timeline, right? People started sitting there saying, oh, no, Rita's wrong. Payment's going to go out, right? I didn't expect the first wave of people to get paid the 12th to the 17th millions. Then the 17th. I said the 17th to the 20th. Mostly for most people. The 17th got 90 million payments dumped right into the system. But I figured right after the 90 million, all direct deposits would go in. I didn't expect this delay for us all, okay? Then another problem I had was people came and were bragging on Logan's channel and other channels, Blind Billionaires, etc., getting paid. Now, me and Pee Wee couldn't figure it out. We thought it was bullshit until Chloe let me use her card to confirm that all payments on SSI, about 7 million of them got 7 to 10 million of them got dumped right there on SSI coming out of the trust fund on Social Security's own payments for Direct Express. Card numbers 5115. And now everyone out there is talking about multiple Direct Express cards where 5332 didn't get paid, that 5115 did. You tell me, okay? Tell me. Tell me all here in the comments. I'm going to use the bathroom real quick, temporary. How many of you, quote unquote, believe that they just pulled that information out of their ass? Or do you think they turned around and literally stole my info? Think about it. Twinkle Toes used to steal every bit of fucking info from me. Probably still does. Who knows? But the truth's in the fucking pudding. Evening, Pee-wee. Glad you're okay, hon. Did you get that email I sent you? Higgins found through different channels some stuff. You missed the circus earlier. We won't even go there. Sheriff had to get involved. Actually, it's 75 million is what I understand from my higher ups in the Republican Party that say you take the 30 million on benefits, cross-check that with the last of the SSI people, put in the VA people, honey pie, and then throw in the railroad beneficiaries, and you get about 75 million people, hun. All right, well, let me just put it to you this way. Let me read you an excerpt in the comments, honey, all right? Let me get it to you. And this is my serious mode. This isn't my happy-go-lucky, bad, mean mode or badass mode. This is my serious fucking mode. Okay, earlier I was on StreamYard with Cam and Chloe, and we were trying to draw out Hannah. Unfortunately, we had to get the sheriff involved, Pee-wee, because Hannah's alter ego let my email, my mailing address be known to the world. The sheriff's now got a case open, and the detectives are investigating who this fake Hannah is. But let me read you the excerpt I captured for everyone, okay? Pay attention, Pee-wee, and then I'm going to the bathroom. I want your opinion, so I hope your ears open because this will blow you away. I was right on the money again. So And no, I don't deserve a pat on the back. If you want to give me a pat on the back, that's fine, but I don't deserve one, okay? Says, we have provided countless hours of assistance to the IRS consistent with the laws. Okay, so they're working with IRS. We know this. The established how we may use the trust fund that every American counts us to protect us. Then I basically highlighted again how we may use the trust funds. We are required to pursue a reimbursable agreement with IRS because we receive no direct appropriation through the ARP, the American Rescue Plan Act. There you go, sis. Proof's in the pudding. Think about it. Talk about it for a second. Your payment that you got was paid out of the Social Security trust fund, not the general fund. Social Security committee is the reason we're not getting money. Yeah, that's what we're talking about. So don't worry. I'm gonna need to get my dye. Grab that real quick. The dye. Tomorrow I'm taking a bath, by the way, everyone. Hold on a sec. I just need to do something. There. Okay, so I got two things to share with. Where's my keys? Oh, here they are. Yeah, exactly. And that, we had to get the sheriff involved. And someone was saying, we had the screen capture where they said, check keep your doors locked. The sheriff says that's just a downright threat. That's basically what they're now calling cyber stalking. So Higgins just shared that. I emailed you the link, by the way. So what do you think, Pee-wee? I mean, before I even said anything to anyone, you remember what I said. The Social Security Trust Fund was tapped. This report that I emailed you basically said, it's probably a 5-minute read, says, and I did a couple of excerpts. Oh, Pee-wee, I have something funny for you. Oh, before I say something funny to you, he wants attention. Hi, little guy. Oh, yeah, they gave my personal info. See, what we did was we turned around, right? Here's what I did, Pee-wee. All right? I'll admit this. So Chloe was getting to the bottom of this. She can be really resilient when it comes to protecting me in certain issues. Unfortunately, what happened was I basically was using screen share on StreamYard, and I showed a picture of the email contact for Hannah, and within like 15 minutes, her email address was changed. Okay, she came in using a different profile picture, not like you use or I use, but profile picture. And Chloe's like, well, who's this person? I've never seen them with a wrench. Well, I sent Chloe an email, and then I sent everyone the screen share of the email address that's linked to Hannah, or the fake Hannah, with the new profile picture. And it matched up with it. So we got rid of the moderator status again. How they got it, we don't know. And we basically shared, here's her email address, here's her current profile picture, matched up. And everyone, including Cam, heard them say they were going to basically go on StreamYard once and for all, put this to bed. Just like the whole Social Security Direct Express thing when we found out there's 2 card numbers. Guess what? They never showed. All of a sudden they changed the profile picture and then decided to share my personal email, which then someone else that was on our channel that we got rid of said, better keep your doors locked. Well, as you know, we have a camera at the doors and we're protected. They gave my mailing address to the entire world on live chat. Basically, where I live, my entire mailing address. Basically, my entire basically. And then right after they posted this, another girl, a girl named Anna, one of Brad's accounts, basically said, "Better keep your doors locked." Right then and there. They posted my address and then they did this. So me and Chloe had no choice to contact law enforcement. Yeah. So the sheriff has got all the information, screen captures everything. We better lock the doors. They're basically opening an investigation. This is basically what they're calling cyber stalking. They're basically calling it cyber stalking. Someone who basically was sending me presents and stuff, and now, whatever the reason, is completely angry and is going ape. Yeah. Yeah, so the officers gave us case number, and they've emailed me and Chloe, so we're all on top of this. But right now, any more problems, let us know, is what they said. So, but that's what happened. So Chloe and I felt threatened, which we should, because these people should not be giving our address out. So right now, cyber stalking and cyber terror attack, basically, they're basically painting. And the other thing that the law enforcement said, Pee Wee, was, and we live in a blue state, so they can actually tap on hate crime, because not only I'm hermaphroditic or under the trans umbrella, and Chloe is too. Not that I want to bring this up. We're not talking about Chloe here. But they said it's considered a hate crime if someone targets and kills me or Chloe just because someone found my address. It's like he said it's like these Republican douchebags are literally challenging what they can and can't do. Yeah, and that's the thing. So, earlier tonight when I came on this channel to talk about, and I hope you're ready for the joke. This is for Dan too, by the way. But I want to share with you that story. So they basically posted my address. And while I was semi-tipsy, because I basically turned around and said, "Look, we're here. We're waiting for Hannah. Hannah never showed." Then I realized Hannah was in the chat again with a wrench, saying themselves as something pillow. I don't remember what the name was. I saved it. Let me look. I have screen captures. Actually, you know what? I'm going to email you real quick, Yeah, let me show you this. I'm going to send you a picture real quick, since I trust you, Pee Wee. I'm going to send you this. You'll see what I'm talking about. So, all right, so here. I'm going to put in title, check this out. Here, picture. I'm going to give you it. I sent this to the sheriff, so, you're entitled to see it because you're family, Pee Wee. And you can understand what happened right there. So what I did was I sent the sheriff also screen capture. And if you look at the next picture, I'll send you the second one. It shows, I screen captured it, the email address to Hannah, the fake Hannah, and it shows also, you're going to love this, their screen capture. They changed the profile picture to throw us off. And then I realized it, and that's when I realized that they are using a different picture instead of the real Hannah who's in Wisconsin. Remember, I basically said when I was drinking tonight that if it was the real Hannah's license plate in her latest video was Wisconsin. So law enforcement's just checking on that too. They're not going to go after anyone like the real Hannah, but they want to make sure the real Hannah is well aware that someone's trying to pretend to be her. Pillow pants. Yes. Yeah, I already, exactly. So Higgins knows the story. He was there. I did actually screen capture and emailed Pee-wee, though, so Pee-wee can see it herself. So, basically, I'm not going to go into details, but it goes, Anna said something, said some, me and Hannah are getting married, and Chloe said, never ever expose our address. And then Chloe said, you just put us in danger, and we're taking actions right now. I won't stand someone jeopardizing our safety, so we contacted law enforcement, you know. Yeah, so I just sent you the info, Pee-wee, so you can see it yourself. So are you ready for that little joke? I hope so. I'm really wanting to share this with you. Hello, Ghost. This is basically where, in the past, the law enforcement basically said they couldn't literally do something about it, right? Unfortunately, now that someone leaked our address out there, the sheriff said, well, it could be connected to the phone book or whatever, but it isn't. Oh, you hear that? Yeah, he's drinking his water. His little tongue's out, too. He's like, he thinks I'm crazy sticking my tongue out. See? Oh, yeah. Did you see it, Pee-wee? Literally, it was one of the things that went down. And so, well, yeah, exactly. I mean, literally. Now law enforcement's got a case and 3 detectives are on it. Literally, they're not going to rest. Literally, they're basically like, look, Chloe even explained that the first time they were using pictures of Foxray. Foxray is a Twitch user, a gamer girl. Second time they're using that Hannah, you know which one we're talking about. I sent you the YouTube vid, which the sheriff asked us also why the real Hannah, supposedly the real one, didn't want anyone to know or give out the information of her YouTube channel because she was afraid, okay? This guy said this was so elaborate that it was basically got holes in it. Literally, there was holes in the story. Don't share my info because, your moderator Pee-wee will harass me, and her husband and Chloe will harass me, and other moderators like Sassy and Cam will harass me. But when Cam got on and Chloe got on, and I was on StreamYard, they started going ape in the live chat. I've been thinking the same thing. I mean, literally, whatever they're doing. I mean, let me put it this way. Supposedly, Hannah, the real Hannah, let's just say fake Hannah. Fake Hannah was supposed to come up here 4 miles from my house, remember? 2 days before coming here, they were literally at a Bubba Jack's seafood shack in Georgia. And then 2 days later, they're supposedly up here. 2 days from Georgia to my island in a van. Doesn't work. Then, about 3 weeks later, they say that Brad, no one needs to know this, but I told the sheriff this, that Brad literally is on SSI and bought a 1-ton pickup truck, a new Ford pickup truck. $90,000. How do you get $90,000 fucking pickup truck? Another thing, he apparently, his grandparents died and left him 4 rental houses, and he's on SSI. The sheriff said if you're on SSI and you have 4 rental houses, you lose your SSI. The state would take it because they're paying for their Medicaid. I mean, I've said this time and time again, but they didn't like the fact that we basically finally called them out. And All of a sudden, they decided their only defense was, here's their address, go target them. And then another girl said, we'll lock your doors. The sheriff said that there is basically a literal threat. Literally a literal threat. I mean, literally. When you post the address out there, he's saying they're painting a target on you. They don't care if they're a fucking Republican. He said they're going to try to get you killed. He said to me, you might want to consider talking to some people to see if you can get your firearms, concealed weapons restored. If you don't, and carry on you just in case out in public. Or he said, hold yourself up with your cameras and don't open the door. Check your camera all the time. Well, the other day I was asking, I think it was not Brad. It was Higgins. Sorry, Brad. Higgins. I was going to call you Brad. I asked you about changing my channel over to game reviews, and all of a sudden, someone was talking about getting ODS. That was Hannah. Hannah was talking about ODS. Now I don't know anything about ODS. I was thinking I needed a capture card. Fortunately, ODS, right? Fortunately. Yeah, I suspected someone. She's the one that basically said, uh, something about that I'm dwelling on Hannah and I'll never let Hannah go. Thing is, I'm not dwelling on Hannah. That's the thing. She's bullshitting because I don't dwell on something like that. We tried getting rid of Hannah. Remember, Hannah came back with a wrench and her name. Remember, Brad supposedly, and I told this to the law enforcement, supposedly has access to the YouTube algorithms and the YouTube backdoor channels that knows who's there. Like they can tell who's Joe. Well, the officer said that they need to investigate this guy, Joe, too, because Joe could be part of their plan, literally. Because think of it. Oh, and I also gave the law enforcement the last phone number I had that was connected to um, um, Brad, because Brad would email or text me, and I didn't like it, and saying, "Oh, Henry's coming up there," so it was saved. So law enforcement said, "Good, we're gonna basically build a case on this because this has gone too far and it's wrong." But they're thinking Anna's involved and Brad's involved and that other person's involved. The fake Hannah and then Joey. So but it's just really Well, yeah, we think so. I mean, think of it. Because Anna basically, you see that screen capture said Anna and Rita is getting married. I never knew I was going to get married to a fake Hannah. I mean, literally, they tried to lure me. This is what the police told me. The police, you want to know what the law enforcement said? They are the most corrupted criminals out there. For all I know, they might have wanted to harvest my organs, he said. I mean, literally, they wanted me to drop everything and go to Mississippi, Alabama, or Georgia. A woman like me. How do we know I would survive? Literally. And they also said there was nothing but excuses on their end. They said that I'm the most open-minded person and basically one that's always open. But you see where it's going. Literally, they're basically. They even said they might have to consult the FBI on this because basically this is basically way up there where, they said, why would they want you to go all the way out there harvesting organs? Or do they want to murder you for some reason? No one knows, literally. This is where they're saying it's literally unsafe. Now, we said the other day that Chloe called them out the other day, and it was on a live feed where Chloe basically said, time to go, leave. Accused me and said it was Brad. We got rid of them then, but they came back. But somehow they had the wrench and their name. And then for Hannah to change their thing to pillow pants and then say, Oh, I'm not Joey. I'm not Joey. Well, that's where I basically said, oh, wait, the screen captures. If you notice the picture I sent you of the email contact info, the law enforcement Pee Wee said it's the same username, the same screen, same profile picture. They changed it. They changed it from the real Hannah to something that looks like crap. And I was like, what the hell is that? And then when I realized in the context, it's the same. That's when I realized instead of being this, the email is coming back to pillow pants. Maple syrup was Joe Gill or Brad or Hannah playing or trying to play as one of Chloe's family members. Think of it. They said, release my child or prison time. The sheriff's looking into that too. Sheriff said, do you feel threatened by Rita? Chloe says, no. Do you feel that this person's harassing Rita? And Chloe says, yes. This fucking person comes in here all the time and says, release my child or you're going to prison. The sheriff says, rumor has it you were keeping Rita locked in her house. And Chloe said, pre-existing conditions. Do you want Rita to get sick? And he says, from the looks of it, she's already had the virus 3 or 4 times. Those are side effects of the virus, these dots. He's like, thank God you're inside. But he was literally angry. He was furiously that this person here comes on to pretend to be Chloe's parents. I mean, literally, law enforcement will be calling Chloe's mom in the morning and basically confirming it isn't her. When it's not her, they're going to call her grandparent in Arizona because grandpaps in Oregon wouldn't do this. So this, I haven't even told my cousin Dinky what's going on. Well, yeah, Joe Gill had a reason for Chloe so bad. No one knows why. And that's the other thing law enforcement wants to find out why. I mean, look at it this way. Joe Gill wanted Chloe, and Hannah supposedly wanted me. Supposedly. We need to figure out what's going on, Ugh, great. Another guy who just had to fucking open it. Should we leave this guy alone? Because, again, I think the guy doesn't get the message. I had to remove another guy earlier. Or should we just leave him alone and discuss this? Yeah, he said it could be they were trying to lure me in for organ harvesting, which my organs are shit anyways, or just to murder me outright for whatever reason they wanted to murder me. For some reason. Yeah, I'm trying to ignore people. So, yeah, he said organ harvesting or something. So, Pee Wee, I got a joke for you. You see this can? This is skull. You're like, oh, whatever. This isn't a joke. It is. I was thinking of Dan. Look at this. Shirt size. This is 6 cans in one, sis. I just thought you'd get a kick out of this. Can you believe that size? They only have it in mint. Oh, hold on. What do you want? You want an economy size bun bun? Ready for another shot? Excuse me, someone's bothering me now. I'm not here to talk about booze. Grizzly dip. I mean, I can't believe that. That is what we call either Hannah, Brad, or an Anna. Literally. This is why the officer said to be careful. I mean, earlier today I was drinking. I'll admit it. Even the officer said, you were somewhat sober on the video. Well, I took a short nap after he left, but I wasn't violent, wasn't, tipsy. I was angry. I was furiously angry. I told the guy that I was going to basically contact the right people and get the damn department defunded if they didn't get off their ass, because two people like us being targeted is basically right now painting a target. Even though we basically screen captured it, the video, the link was only up for less than 30 seconds, probably 15, but someone basically pauses the video at that point before your live chat deleted it. It's still in their servers. And YouTube basically said it's not literally harassment. I mean, literally, you see that's the thing. Do you see me right now drinking? No. Chloe saw me get up from my nap and said, "What are you doing?" And I said, "I'm going to drink some water. I'm not drinking the grog. All right, I got plenty of grog. I just don't want to touch the grog. I mean, literally, no thanks." Yeah, and that's if I do a members only channel. A members only video. The problem is I don't know how to do it. I wish it was. I mean, literally, the way to make a members only is for two things. I need to have 1,000 people or 1,000 subscribers, I think, and click on monetization to actually allow live chat is what I think. But Grizzly dip, yes, that's Grizzly, man. Yeah, well, I just don't feel comfortable anymore with all these trolls, sis. I really don't. It scares me. I mean, literally, Chloe basically called them out tonight, and they said, "Fine, we'll go on YouTube on StreamYards." But when they found Cam there and Chloe was in there with me, they backed out. They were literally backed out. Hell, I've offered to do one-on-one Zoom, sis, just to be polite. They refuse. The sheriff says, "How the fuck does someone refuse Zoom? If I wanted to Zoom with him, he'd gladly do it with an email address. But this douchebag, I don't know how to do Zoom. I mean, look, I could send you a Zoom link in your email as long as your webcam's working on your husband's computer, and I can do one-on-one with you safely and securely, and no one would know. But this person, I don't know how to do Zoom." I said Skype's free. All you got to do is download it, have a webcam, phone, or whatever. Do Skype. Skype doesn't work for me. It costs money. Literally, that's where the sheriff said that the truth is in the pudding. They're basically hiding their identity. By the way, the sheriff did also say, because there were some pictures I saved, saying that the person, get this, I don't know if you know anything about this, sis, that he said it more likely is a criminal due to the fact that they're using a VPN, a virtual private network. So they're trying to hide their IP address. So while their IP address might be, say Michigan, it could be backtracking through DC or Texas or New York or one of those major hubs, so they can't be tracked. Oh yeah, Google Meet. Yeah, I never recommended that one yet, but you get the idea. Anyways, I hope you read that report, Pee Wee, about the Social Security. Now, right now, as Nick was saying, that the reason we're not getting any money from the report says is there's no money to pay us. That's the way it sounds. Anyways, Todd Battles? That's a stupid name. Should be like Todd Bottles. Yeah, that's cool. How did it work? You like it? Let me see. All right, let me see this. I want to see, how do you do it? Yeah, here we go. That's what I want. So I have to have 1,000 subscribers, Pee-wee. I need to be part of the YouTube paid partner program. I gotta be 18 years old, and my channel is not made for kids. There. So I have to be monetizing it and allow Google to allow me to be monetized. Otherwise, we don't get a members only chat, and you have to be a paid member. All right, let me check my email. Yeah, I like those web links. Mm. Yeah, so I just answered Pee-wee back. Pee-wee and I were conversing about this whole thing. The main thing is, oh yeah, I don't have the subscribers. The problem with my videos, Pee-wee, is because I enjoy talking to all my subscribers that come in for stimulus news. The people that see my video going an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 7 hours, they think it's worthless. It's a waste of time. It's a waste of YouTube service space for me to run into a video for so damn long. So they think this person here, if we don't get the entire amount, and then they say, okay, I'll watch it, and then they watch 15 minutes and say, this is not what I'm looking for. Now, if I go directly in the beginning and I tell them everything, they're like, okay, first 15 minutes is, stimulus updated, first 30 minutes, or they sit there and they watch 60 minutes and, it's conversing and answering questions about stimulus. So like, oh, cool. Otherwise, they might watch it and say, oh, look at this. This person's rude. So, what you did you see those pictures I sent you, Huey? What do you think? Excuse me for a second. I gotta use the bathroom. Where are you going? Get out of the way. Shower request on him, and then you get out and take a bath. Yeah. And then you'll probably go to bed early in the morning. I might game that. Better. You'll probably go to bed at sunrise. Well, that's your usual hours anyways. You can sleep in the morning. know the sausages I ate tonight are delicious. We don't have it anymore. You know, one day.
So we go on YouTube, remember her name Maple Syrup. Little bit, so I was like, what is this name? How long is this fake syrup?
Hey, see that thing I posted? Website, right? Website, right? We're going to try the sampler pack 16 limited edition. By the way, they got a maple syrup by $200 sampler. Barrel aged chocolate maple syrup.
Most so
Chocolate vanilla from. And they got a bourbon barrel. I got it.
Was it Vermont, New Hampshire?
Or the same company. Especially back.
I don't think any, I don't think Vermont, New Hampshire, or Canada would be suitable for tropical flavors.
Well, what about well, they have other flavors too. They got like raspberry flavored maple syrup. They got those.
It sounds really good. If there's the raspberry flavored stuff, do it with the wild raspberries. Wild raspberries taste a lot better than the store-bought ones.
Yeah.
Well, I haven't seen much of those out there, mostly blackberries, but out in Ohio where they still have, we have more wild raspberries and blackberries.
Yep. Okay, let me check my email. Kiwi. Did a pitch when you go out? Just be careful, please. I'm gonna send you an email tonight. You might want to follow me before you go to bed. Oh, you have enough. I'm alright. I'm alright. Okay. So Pee Wee emailed me again. It'll miss Pee Wee. See, the problem is I kept being told to go down there, right, where she lives. Fortunately, it was a bunch of BS. So, anyways, Pee Wee and I were talking again. Sorry. Pee Wee said something interesting. So, Paul Rubens. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. Ha ha. The bunny fell asleep. Did the bunny fall asleep? No, his head's moving. Hey, Bun Bun. I love this guy. Anyways, we'll think about what you said, Pee Wee. I mean, literally that. So, if your dad called you Pee Wee until you were 50, does that mean you you grew up to the nickname Peanut, or like Plumpster, or they plumpy when they cook? I mean, what's your new nickname? Hey, Cam.
All right, where's that big, huge can?
Right here.
I'm gonna fill this empty can up with some.
So you're gonna drain it.
No, I'm not gonna drain it.
Just take a pinch, is what I said.
All right.
Cause that's 6 cans. I figure, you know. Yeah, I know you picked it.
Huge.
Supposedly 6 cans. That's why I said take pinch. I'm just answering Pee Wee.
Damn, look at all this. You should have these ones out more often.
Yeah.
You should have these cans out more often. This is huge. This is like a month supply. It's like 6 cans in one can.
So basically, me and Pee Wee were talking. So, you know, but you're gonna walk Moppy. Just promise me you'll protect yourself. By the way, I want you to go online, do some research. I know you guys are listening, so I hope you guys don't mind me talking. I want you to make 2 purchases soon. One is you're allowed to have a taser and you're allowed to carry mace and pepper spray. I would like you to carry mace in your purse and a taser. They're not legal in this state. Now, there's 2 types. There's a taser, and then there's a stun gun. A stun gun is basically something that pops out 2 prongs with a coil, and it hits the skin and zaps you. Whereas a taser is close to the close combat, where you can, just. Now, unlike you, I could walk down the street if I had to defend myself, and then walk a Sashi under my coat and be like the Blade or.
I used to carry pepper spray.
Well, I would recommend. It reminded me of that one time where Homer found out his wife was a police officer, and she's like, "Homer, have you seen my pepper spray?" "No, Marge." He's spraying his steak. It's so spicy, and his eyes are watering.
Oh my goodness, The Simpsons.
Anyways, I think you want to look up the laws of tasers and stun guns.
I get one or the other.
So Cam, thanks for being with us earlier, man. I guess I can understand you leaving when it came to the drama. So I appreciate you trying to hold us together earlier. So I want to thank you. Well, my family, thinks that I should have. Never mind. So the police said we're safe here. The law enforcement. I'm gonna lock it. See, I'm sober as sober can be, man. Drink all that whiskey and look what happens. Anyways, I just sent Pee Wee a reply back, but it was just something I was thinking about. Tasers, yeah, I was thinking about taser and stun gun. Let me see. The sale, possession, use of stun guns and tasers for self-defense are legal without major restrictions. How old? So, taser. Let me see. Is this what we're looking for? State requirements for a taser. Washington. Fine. Let's see. That's what I want, dude. No restrictions. Okay, so I'll look that up. Yeah, but Chloe shouldn't be carrying a spray bottle in her purse with a hot pepper mixture, dude. Just carry the taser. That might work, just for safe. If you guys need to know, I'll tell you the joke, okay? So, Pee Wee turned around. So Pee Wee emails me, right? Again, again, didn't you hear what I said, Cam? I said, thank you for putting up with the drama tonight. Me and Pee Wee were talking about you privately. You know, you're a good person and a good friend, Cam. So thank you. So me and Pee Wee were talking about something, and the joke was at the end. I said that something stinks worse than Moppy's shit or a rotting fish. That was the pun of what I was saying to Pee Wee. So, anyways, me and Pee Wee were just talking about this. So, I just love how we're talking about hot sauce. Yeah, we're Pee Wee's concerned with my safety, so we're just conversing about safety protocols, trying to put something in place. So, anyways, we're just conversing about ooh, I got a PS real quick. That's what it was. I just realized that. So Pee Wee will probably get the PS. Oh, I just love this. They're telling me my new phone, right, um is supposed to be coming, right? Fortunately, the damn thing is they're not giving me any information. So I got a new phone coming from a bigger provider. Oh, by the way, nothing. So it just clicked me. Yeah, I think I might browse something. So, guys, if we don't have any comments, I'll leave soon, if it's okay with you guys. Or I'm going to have to drink. So, anyway, look at it's either drink or leave soon or get a conversation started. Nephilims are during the Old Testament era. We're just conversing. Stay home and drink. Oh, yeah. So, me and P, we were just throwing out some stuff. I had to throw that in there too with the lull. So we're talking about, one of the things, we're talking about organ heart. Okay, just making sure you don't want someone stealing you.
Come out, no, deep fruits and go back in.
Cold out there or rainy?
This is my
Huh? You're cold. You're a cold lady. Come here. What's up, huh? Hey, did you know I put your food in the freezer? Yeah, I put your food in the fridge so you have some moisty in there.
Let's park it for night.
Okay. Oh, come here.
What's my spit cup at?
I don't know. Where'd you put it? I don't have one.
Put it in there.
Yeah. These are what I carry on my keychain. Okay, let me see. A Kubaton. Might be what I might need to send Chloe to buy. Oh, I see. Oh, yeah, the Kubaton 4-pack aluminum Kubaton. Self-defense Kubaton and 16 legal in all states. Yeah, works on pressure points. Might work on pressure points, but if you get into a fight with a police officer, that won't pressure point the body armor, I bet. No offense, just having some fun. But yeah, I see that. Kubatons, those are cool. Thanks, Higgins. I'll have to look into that. What's wrong, huh? What is it, huh? Come here. Come here. Come here. What is it? You want attention? Loink. Boop, 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 boop. boop, 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 boop. See, Higgins? See, it's a dust mop. Nah, you're precious. Top SWAT team. I love you. I love you. The thing that brings me the joy and happiness the most is this. Look at this. Two emails came in. Better see what it is. Yeah. Higgins. First rule of karate. Karate for self-defense only. Second rule of karate. First learn rule number 1. Yeah. He who showed me the Kubaton. So basically, me and P were just conversing about a couple things, and since you guys aren't talking, I'm having a conversation with Pee Wee about a few things I might need to bring on. Oh yeah, and earlier I got to tell you, Pee Wee, since you're watching this, that someone was talking about I took someone's panties. Pee Wee and I were talking about safety issues right now. One of the things is one of my advocates is worried about me. Oh yeah, interesting drinking habits. Good night, sis. I will talk to them about that. I also told you in an email that I might need to bring up the moderating team up to speed so we're all on the same page, just in case. Oh, and Pee Wee, look. Before you go. Oh, before you go to bed, count little sheepy moppies. One little sheepy moppy, two little sheepy moppies, three little sheepy moppies, four little sheepy moppy, five little sheepy moppies. Hi. Oh, that's the other thing I forgot to tell you. He alerts me of any noise near the windows. Oh. So, anyways, yeah, I'll talk to Chloe about that. So, good night, sis. Sleep well. So, Cam, you still watching a documentary? What? No. You can have some more moisties tomorrow, Bob. No. Yep, he's gonna protect his mama, aren't you? You're gonna earn your keep. Good night, sis. Love you. For the rest of you out there, and Higgins, it's 4 in the morning in your states where you're at, so you might want to get some sack time too, Higgs, old boy. I think you shouldn't be dwelling on coffee. For me, I think I'll make my bed up and put a movie in. I still got that part 3 I need to finish. So tomorrow, unless you guys want to hear my discussion now, Higgins and Cam, I could always do it tomorrow. But Pee Wee brought up something that's very important to us. Of course, he's not. He's big. He's a big little dog. Come here. Oh, what is it? You got whimpery again? Come here. What? You sit on like, what is it, huh? Did I step on you wrong, huh? Want me to give you one of those little Charlie bears, huh? Come here. Oh, it's raining now. Anyone want to talk tonight, or shall I go? Picked you up wrong, and you haven't heard any. You know, that might just be what I need. What? A donut. I'll make sure my donuts get eaten before they go flat. Whoops. So you want to go back to sleep, and you guys don't want to hear what me and Pee Wee discussed. We were talking for all of us that are active moderators right now. But if you want to go back to sleep, I'll leave then. I'm only here to ask if you want to hear what me and her discussed. That might be a serious discussion. Or at least you guys can sleep on it. Fine. You want to talk, Higgins? I'll talk. As you both know, we had that incident this evening. Lemon flavored donuts. No, I think you don't eat donuts. Now, The question I have from Pee Wee is, we don't know how bad the situation is. I've already given you enough info, Higgins knows this, of what's going on. One thing Pee Wee was suggesting was shutting down the YouTube channel for a while for safety reasons. I might save us a lot of safety issues by itself. Good donut, by the way. So, I guess you guys Megan, please explain this in Rita terms that I can understand your question, because I don't understand it. Is it really safety shutting down if they already shouted? Well, what are you talking about? What do you mean? That's the thing. That question doesn't make sense. I love the donut. Somewhere. Not there. Camera's already saved a cloud. They wouldn't come to the door. Besides that, Moppy would alert them faster. Moppy would get the alert before any of us, sleeping or non-sleeping. So I'm not worried about it. That guy's got better ears than me. So honestly, I don't think I should worry about that. My question is, Pee Wee was talking about maybe shutting down the channel for a while. I mean, after all, what do you think? How would you raise this? Do you think this is actually a threat? Higgins, what do you make of it? You used to be a computer IT guy. Well, what's your opinion on it? I mean, I'd like to get your opinion on it too. Yeah, well, fine. Then let me ask you this then. You were an IT guy with a computer thing, right? Or whatever. You know computers better than I do, it seems. What is the probability of this threat? Look, I'm asking like a person who is asking, is this something where you can go from DEFCON 4 to DEFCON 1? Or is this just nothing to be worried about? I think there is a mentally unstable person who could be capable of anything, but a virtual computer screen, they can't jump through the monitor. You see, I've always thought something like this was just, it's been screen captured. The thing was removed. As soon as we get the permission and the video has been looked over, the video will be downloaded and then saved to them, and then a copy will be deleted. Hell, I can actually archive the video. Wait a minute. Yeah, I can archive the fucking video. I can go into Google and I can literally archive it. Instead of deleting the damn thing, I can go and archive the damn thing. Basically, putting it under archive mode, which means the video is archived and only I can see it. So we go to content, live, right here, and I go up here and edit, right? Oh, here, unlisted, and I save this there. So that video is completely archived. I'm going to archive this one too. So we're going to go here and click here to unlisted. There. So I've made 2 videos unlisted. So that means that that video is archived. So the law enforcement has it, but no one else can find the damn thing. Yeah, it archives the chats too. Yeah, it archives the whole thing. And I already got screen capture anyway, so fortunately, live chat comes available when it comes available. So anyways, I can actually check now, actually, because I went ahead and archived it. So basically, I went in and I archived or unlisted the video, so only I have a link to it. And then, you know, not good edition. All right, so let's go to content. I'm checking just to see because it says here. Okay, so there. So this video is, let me see. No. So basically, the video is archived. So apparently the archived chat is analytics. Let's see the analytics. So this video, even though it's archived, Higgins, it's saying here that live chat is not available right now. So it's saying that there's edit studio. Okay, so stream finished, right? Then it's saying that yeah. So there's an entire video right here. You can trim, redo, whatever. Unfortunately, I can't literally see the chat logs. The chat logs, Higgins is gone right now. So I think it's because that it's still currently processing. Because the video is still being processing for 7 hours, it means that the video is processing, which means they won't let me see the live chats. So it's got to be like 4 hours after live chats or something that the video will literally come up, you know. Well, apparently from what I understand, okay, supposedly Brad has backdoors and can see who's on the chats. Okay, no one knows who Brad is. Brad's a ghost. So basically, Brad created this persona. All of a sudden, he disappeared and his cousin came up. His cousin basically committed suicide or something, then disappeared. Then another cousin came in the picture. Eventually, this cousin basically said that they were a girl from another channel, remember? With 520,000 subs. Cam thought it was bullshit. I thought it was bullshit. You just sit there and you're always polite to everyone. You're like, oh, hi, Hannah. But everyone thought something was wrong. If you were a moderator for a channel, Higgins, and you had your own channel with 520,000 subscribers, you would think you wouldn't give two shits about moderating, right? Someone with 500 subscribers. You see, 500 subscribers compared to 500,000 subscribers. So apparently they claimed that they knew when. Remember, you got to also remember, they knew exactly when Joey was on. So basically, I heard something to do with the IP tech support or something. He also claimed he can hack into cameras. Literally can hack into a camera, say at Walgreens. Unfortunately, I've never heard of anyone hacking into a Walgreens or a CVS or a Rite Aid camera in another state. Never even know you can hack into a camera like that unless it was important, you know. Anyways, I better get prepared to rest. I gotta make my bed up. Did you see that? Hey, if you're gonna do that, Ebs, I'm gonna take your loggy away from me if you keep banging it. I don't know. All I know is this person has 520,000 videos, and the other day they gained like 6,000 more, so. Well, what I keep getting is people that subscribe that come to my channel post links to porn sites. Didn't think YouTube would allow it. Are you throwing a temper tantrum? You know, for Easter, we could always have a little Hoffenpfeffer. Yummy. I'll take some Hoffenpfeffer. Mommy, what are you doing? It looks like I'm doing a change in my bed, getting prepared to rest. So a movie I can watch with Chloe. I can sit down, Moppy, and talk to her about this stuff. Really? You want an actual movie where you and Mommy Chloe talk? Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Moppins. But you never talk to Mommy Chloe. I have a reason for it. But usually you're just like, have a bourbon, drink some, have another bourbon, drink some more, play a game, drink some more. This isn't about a drinking matter. Yeah, well, apparently YouTube right now. Did you report that? Report those people, Higgins, like you usually do? Because apparently YouTube's investigating too, but literally. So, anyways. See, now he's behaving himself, probably chewing on that log in silence now. My mommy wants to eat me. Tell me your opinion, honestly. What you think, truthfully. I mean, literally. I mean, you're a moderator. What do you think? What was going on? I mean, Pee Wee and I were privately emailing back and forth this evening, while I was quiet and stuff. So I'd like to get your opinion, brother. What do you truly think? Hey, I don't have to do much tonight on my bed. Oh, you know, man? Nope. And I'm a little tired, so. I need a break. There. I love you, Mom. Love you too, Mom. So, I almost lost my balance for a minute. I'm just trying to get the bed made. Didn't need too much bed making tonight, but I am going to take a snooze soon, son. So I'll move this out of your way so you actually have access to things. Thanks, Mom. You're a great mom when you do that. There. So, well, are you going to tell me what you think, Higgins? I'm waiting. I mean, literally, you can't turn around, brother, and just. I should buy something. Maybe. Throwing his log around, temper tantrum. No, Google's not searchable. I don't share my info. I gave it to Hannah, remember? Hannah sent me presents. Hannah had my address. That's the thing. The true question, Higgins, isn't why they had my address. I can tell you that. The sheriff even knows the reason. The question is why they did this. See, look, you got to look from the sheriff's point of view. Basically, Chloe's been sniffing out Hannah. Chloe also sent a copy of the report to the sheriff that the real Hannah emailed, saying that is not her. She will testify if she has to, right? The real Hannah and the real website. All right? So, if it's not the real Hannah, and there's someone pretending to be Hannah, and all of a sudden Hannah's email address was changed to, and a lot of the stuff is lies. For example, Hannah claims she lives in a cabin, right? And her dad claimed her on her taxes. But now Hannah claims her Social Security stimulus checks all went to her, all three of them, right? Now think of it this way. The real Hannah, the one that has the 500,000 subscribers, travels around in a van. Now, I don't care what the real Hannah does. None of my business. I don't care. I don't even subscribe to her channel. I don't want to even watch her videos. People are forcing me to watch them, and I look through them all the time. Now, the real Hannah has a van, and I noticed the license plate was Wisconsin, not Mississippi or Alabama. You see where I'm going with this? So, question to you is who is this person? And why did they give my address out to the world? Let's see. As Pee-wee and I are figuring, Pee-wee Watson thinks Lestrade, that's your name, Lestrade. Pee-wee thinks possibly this person, Higgins, decided to do it out of anger, retaliation. You see, think of it. She has a wrench, she got it back. She has this, they got it back. Anna was egging on and saying stuff about this. Another person was maple syrup, again, egging on. In the end, law enforcement wants to know what their purpose is and motives. Are they trying to drive me off of YouTube? Or is there something bigger coming on or nefarious? We don't know, you see. All we said was, here's a picture of her. Here's a picture of her profile picture. Chloe shared it, and look what happened. All of a sudden, she gets angry, or he gets angry, and posts our address. So we basically give an email address that shows the username, right, is the same as the profile picture from Hannah, right? And all of a sudden, Hannah changes her name from Hannah Bug to Plush Pillow. I think it was Plush Pillow. I don't know. Pillow Top or whatever, right? Something pillow pants. Pants pillow. What happened? Well, there you go. You figure it out. All we know is we have to ask ourselves, is this a viable threat? Or are they trying to get someone out to murder us? You see, this is something that's big. If the sheriff said, if someone can follow Donald Trump's orders to go storm the Capitol, how many people would come and target us? You see? I think, you might be right. The thing is, do they have a grudge? Well, that could be. No one knows, brother. Well, put it this way. Think about it this way. Let's ask a question now, Higgins. A logical sister to brother question. You're older than me. I know this, brother. But consider you a big brother, and you have a wonderful mind. So let me ask it, Lestrade. If someone like Joe Bob gets mad because they lie, and then they con, and they get their wrench taken away and banned, then all of a sudden, remember, the last few days, Hannah was saying, or whoever the Hannah is, F Hannah, fake Hannah, was talking about Joe Gill being in the room every time. How do we know Joe Gill is not part of this plan? I mean, literally, I'm starting to wonder if Joe Gill is, semi-innocent from all this. I mean, literally, I don't condone his lies and his cons, but maybe they're using him as a scapegoat for everything. I mean, literally, I'm thinking maybe, think of it this way from a logical point of view. They knew when Joe Gill was in the room, they knew everything. And they did not want to answer any messages except via email. And I tried to cut them off, literally, because I didn't want to talk to them. Because honestly, I did not want the excuses. Literally. And now my stimulus check's delayed. Right, so I got one comforter left to put on. Getting a wrench taken away could make someone feel social rejected if they are depressed or offset in the mind. Well, yeah, but the thing is, why? See, look, remember what happened? Okay, let me ask you this, okay, logically. Did I do the right thing by removing and kicking Joe out because of what he did to us? You were there, weren't you? Big was there. He said his black boyfriend got murdered. And then when I sent him a picture of a tranny saying this woman would be perfect for you since you like men, they literally flipped their lid. And look, let me put it this way. If someone has 500,000 subs, I would not be giving a shit if there's another channel out there, right? I wouldn't care. I'd be like, look, I got 500,000 subs. I'm doing good. But no, I don't have 500,000 subs. I mean, literally, let me put it this way. The point is if you had 500,000 subs, Higgins, would you be hanging out with me? No, you'd be hanging out with your group. 500,000 subs. So to me, it doesn't make sense. Yeah, well, and then on top of that, the reason I was cutting Hannah off isn't about the presents, Higgins. What really caught me to cut Hannah off, honestly, is the fact that Hannah kept pushing me to go down south. One, honestly, Higgins, I don't know them. You think I want to jeopardize dropping everything I own just to go down there? No. How do we know I'm not going to end up dead? Two, how do we know who they are? I mean, literally, they claim, the Hannah claims they were 4 miles from my house. 4 miles. There's no video uploaded of my place 4 miles away. You see? 4 miles. And they're afraid of Chloe harming them. And they needed a bodyguard. You see, to me, this is where I draw the line, Brother Higgins, for excuses. Look, I may like to sit around and, drink a bit. I mean, literally, you saw Anna. Anna's like, hun, you're drinking. We'll talk later. That sounds like freaking Hannah. The only one that says hun. You know what? You see where I'm going with this? I mean, literally going with this, Brother Higgins. How would you feel? How would you feel? Well, yeah, exactly. That's the thing. But the thing is, if you have 500,000 subscribers, it just doesn't make sense. I mean, literally, I can't wrap my mind around it. But, with you, Higgins, you have logic. Me, my thing is I'm trying to analyze. Look, I'm trying to analyze this whole freaking picture. Check my email. Right. All right. What is it this time? I'm waiting, Pee-wee. All right. Good night, sis. Hopefully you email it to me. Oh. I remember. I've already seen that note. Remember, Pee-wee? You just go to the website and you download their PDF, and it's in blue. They say in the coming weeks. Yeah. Anyways, thanks, sis. For some of you wondering about Direct Express, it basically says, according to the IRS, updates on the timing of the EIP payments for federal beneficiaries are expected soon, in the coming weeks. This includes information from Direct Express cardholders who didn't file. Updates will be posted on IRS Gov soon as possible. Now it's 4:42, so yeah. So Higgins, where was I? Besides making my bed and thinking about a movie. and a bath in the morning, then Bible time with God, then praying time. Where was I? Oh, right. So, anyways, the thing is no one knows anything. That's it. They keep pushing me to leave, right? Why would I leave to go somewhere with someone I don't know? If you want me to go somewhere, then that's fine and dandy. But do you really think I want to leave? Literally, no. I don't plan to leave. I plan two things. Either pandemic will get better and I'll start seeing the world again, or two is they'll be carrying me out when I die of cancer in my apartment. Any way you look at it, I win, right? I mean, literally, we don't know what their motive was. Okay, organ harvesting? Maybe. Mass murder? Possibly. Whatever the reason is, it doesn't make sense. I'm not going to just go off and leave Chloe behind. But yeah, that's the thing. They basically, and that's the thing. Think of this, okay? Here's another thing that made me uncomfortable, right? Let me tell you. They turn around, right? And they claim they're 4 miles from my house on this island, and that they can't come and even see me because they're afraid of Chloe. But meanwhile, a video is uploaded from the real person in Florida. Go figure, right? Bullshit. Then on top of all this, what makes me uncomfortable is I feel bad, okay? I feel bad, literally, because I basically I even told Pee-wee many times. I've sent Zoom requests, other types of video things, Skype, everything else. What did we get? Nowhere. Nothing. Excuses. That's where I started raising my defense level to try to avoid emails. Think of it. Would you email someone, Higgins, that you didn't feel comfortable, that emails you a picture of $500 in seafood sitting on a table, and you're at home having bowel problems, and you're looking at this dish, and it looks like it's $500 in shellfish? And then you get a picture of someone talking about being on SSI and driving a brand new fucking truck, or having 4 houses and has a 40-foot travel trailer that goes traveling, or they're fishing or on a boat. Or this is where I draw the line and say there's some red flags. Literally, how would you feel if the government turned around, Higgins, and said you can't own houses, you can't own a fancy car, you can't own all this, and you know the laws on Social Security? I mean, not you, but me. I know the laws for the last 20 plus years, what you can and can't have on SSI, SSDI, and yet, brother Higgins, lo and behold, we're not supposed to talk about this. We're not supposed to bring up these things. Yeah, that's what Pee-wee said. Unfortunately, Pee-wee said, and I quote, maybe we should shut down the channel for a while. Pee-wee also was asking, quote unquote, I love Pee-wee, by the way. She means the world to me. You should know it. But Pee-wee also said, what's their motives, huh? They wanted, remember Higgins, Joe Gill wanted Chloe for some damn reason. It's like, if they couldn't get to Chloe and they were threatening to have me jailed for what am I doing to Chloe, huh? Nothing. What, Chloe's going grocery shopping? Is that a crime? Chloe buying bourbon? Is that a crime? Chloe owes me $41,000? Is that a crime? Is me holding Chloe against her will a crime? No, because Chloe's not being held against her will. I am, but that's because I have pre-existing conditions. And yet, during a pandemic, it's better to be prisoned in this house with a toilet that works and being on YouTube. Fortunately, as Pee-wee said, and I'm going to tell you this because I won't sugarcoat it with you, Higgins, she thinks someone was trying to lure me away from my house and snatch me up, or Chloe. But because I won't budge and leave this house, that tells you I have things shipped to my door. I don't leave. The neighbor next door basically is a girl. And supposedly this girl raped Chloe. But there was no charges pressed, so no. Joe Gill was on StreamYards. Unfortunately, right now, Joe Gill is... I think in some ways they're using Joe Gill as a scapegoat. Think of it. He lost his moderator status, and since then we've had nothing but hell. Nothing but hell. Think of it. Literally. Do I need to stand up? Yes. Do I need to shut my YouTube channel down? I don't think so. We don't want to give them the benefit of the doubt. I don't leave my house. I'm fine. What do? We put a safety plan in measure. Let's talk about that plan. How do we put a safety plan measure in place? I'll tell you. We don't give in. We got to analyze and figure this out. 1, they're in Alabama, Mississippi, Georgia. Do you think they're possibly a threat? No. 2, anyone that comes in with Wisconsin or Alabama, Georgia, Mississippi license plates to this island, the sheriff will be checking. They're going to make sure that we have the right people coming and going. Ferries will check too. I mean, we live on an island, so safety first. And because of it, this can be a high priority. 2, we have to assess the threat. If they're behind a computer, what can they do? I mean, literally. I'm mopping. What can they do, honestly, huh? Computer or cyber stalking? They go after him for cyber stalking? I personally think, honestly, Higgins, that I don't think, without a shadow of a doubt, that they thought law enforcement was going to be called. I don't. Now that law enforcement's been involved, I think, honestly, that they will back down. Well, I'm always in my house and I have a camera and I don't leave, so I'm safe in here. Which reminds me, I'm getting fucking cold. I haven't turned the heater on in a few days, so let's just crank this bad boy up. There. So, let the steam out so it all dissipates to the bottom anyway. So, let me put it to you this way, Higgins. I don't think they're a threat. I mean, Pee-wee thinks shutting down the channel might be a good thing, which is a good idea, but how do we know that this is truly a threat? It's not. I mean, literally, right now, I don't see them as a threat. And besides, there's a few other things we can take into account. I'm an administrator. You're a moderator. Cam's a moderator. Big's a moderator. Chloe's a moderator. Hannah and Brad or whoever it is, they're no longer moderators. Sassy's a moderator. I don't think we'll have any problems. And if we do, we can remove this right away. I can do it. Anyway, look at it. I can do it. I don't think they're basically a threat unless they show up on the door. And if they did, you just don't answer. And besides, if they try kicking the door, then it's considered breaking and entering. I don't think they want to be an E. You see, I think this is just cyber stalking and cyber bullying. The question is, why? You might be right. It might be over just a fucking wrench. Look, Higgins, you should know me by now, brother. Do you think I'm going to stand up to a little penis head or someone? I mean, look, the excuses bothered me to no end. I tried cutting them out in my life. You know, they say, oh, I'm going to be dwelling on Hannah. No, you know what? I tried cutting them out of my life. Literally, I didn't want the excuses. I mean, tells me there's a present coming, right? Let's talk about this for a minute. Tells me there's a present coming, right? A bunch of roses in the shape of a teddy bear. They thought the roses were real. Roses would have wilted. These were like little rubber things, right? That was shaped into teddy bears, falling apart. Didn't even take it out of the plastic. I was like, yeah. A blanket, which was, there. And then the main thing that was really nice was the ebony and moppy snacks. Those things were more important, right? And then turning around, and here's the thing that upset me, right? And that made me distance myself. Literally, I'll tell you, I started distancing myself from them, Higgins. Why? I'll tell you, brother. How would you feel if you're sitting there and you're trying to get a replacement Nintendo Switch, right? You heard the story. I don't have to go into detail. And all of a sudden, there's a picture of a Switch Lite. Oh, look, my cousin bought me. Isn't he the greatest cousin in the world? The same cousin who's on SSI. So you can assume either stimulus check or what do you do? Ass rape a bank to get money? No offense to the joke. The ass raping of a bank. All of a sudden, look what happens. My cousin's so great. Look at this Switch and the memory card. I even said, if you have a Switch, let's play Animal Crossing together. Nope, not gonna happen. See that? He was trying to climb as a monkey. Are you a little monkey? You monkey? Look, I don't feel comfortable shutting down my channel because fucking 1 to 3 hooligans. I mean, literally, I'm telling you, my desires is to stay. I'm telling you, Higgins, my desires is to be the best direct express channel out there. My desires is not to give in, but my desires also is to tell you my feelings, okay? And my feelings say this stinks high to heaven to highest heavens, and it stinks worse than rotten fish. And rotten fish, I think, is worse smell than a 7-day non-wash cooter. Look, I'm not scared of them. That's the thing. My address was violated, yes, but we had it contained within 15 to 20 seconds. Fortunately, the video's archived. They can't, unless they're going to go post it in the comments, which wouldn't surprise me. I got a camera angled at the door for packages. I mean, that's how I know if Amazon ships something, but lately Amazon ain't shipping, Anyways, I gotta watch something soon, Chloe and I were talking about the Switch Lite, she was talking about Switch systems, so Switch console. So I was gonna check on that real quick for her. Nintendo Switch. Alright, so is there anything available? There's this one. I don't know if it's available. That one. Oh, that one's cool. This one and the other one's backlogged. So, and there's a pink one. So, yeah, apparently the picture was a pink Switch Lite. So, everyone's like, oh, the Switch Lite's cool. And I'm like, whatever, dude. There's that Fortnite one. I'm just looking real quick. So, the other day, right? This one's April 23rd. Sorry. Didn't mean to belch. This one is April 30th. This one's sold out. This one is in stock if you want a pink one. And this one is a gray one. So there's two in stock. I wanted the blue one, man. The blue one looked cool. Oh, and the yellow one isn't in stock, I don't think. Actually, yeah, it's in stock. So the yellow one's in stock. I wanted the blue one in stock April 30th. I might just add that to my cart anyways, just because April 30th comes. Man, that's the end of the month. So, don't tell me if it's available. And the yellow ones. And so the blue one's cool. Yeah. Yes, mommy, I want the blue one. They got a yellow one, which looks eye straining. The blue one's cool though, the turquoise. And then you got this, which is April 23rd. So I'll put that in the cart because I'm just making sure, have it all. Okay. Okay. All right. So there we go. Every camera is angled behind the glass. So, for example, let me show you. All right. So let me show you, Higgins, what I'm talking about. I'll give you an example of the one, right? We have one entry point in the apartment. It's the door. So let me show you, all right? So let me show you. See, here it is, right? All right. So whatever, you son of a bitch. I don't care if you fucking upgraded it again. All right. So you see where it's at? The blind's there. And then right behind the blind, as you can see, there's a camera. And the camera's angled right there. So, as you can see, it's behind glass. So they can't tamper with them at all. That's why no one likes me. Literally, some neighbors come down, right? And they're like, I mean, you know how bad the law enforcement is here? I'll tell you how bad law enforcement is, Higgies. They'll knock on the door, right? This is the thing. There's a little sticker on the door. It says cameras. This house is protected by video surveillance, right? They're like this. The door's here. And they'll like do this, right? And then they'll be off to the side where you can't see them. So when you look through the peephole, you'll see something. Or you go to the camera and you have to angle the other camera that's set, In the end, you just look out and you're like, oh, I know a way that knows it. So you see, you look through the peephole and you're like, and but you can barely see them, but you can tell they're there because they're shoes. So they like knock on the door and then they hide, right? So the thing is, I know exactly that, but I don't open the door unless, sometimes I'll open the window and be like, what do you want? And they're like, oh, we're with the sheriff. Okay, what do you want? I'm not opening the door. When they tell me, I'm like, oh, okay. Otherwise the camera's sitting on a box in the window, looking out, protecting my ass. The other ones are the same. They're basically inside and angled, They're angled in a way that if anyone comes through this way, through the yard, which they have to drop down, there's actually a dropping area. Then they get into the back here. Fortunately, there's nothing they can do. Well, that's the thing. I tried to explain too. That's the thing. Do you think the sheriff would say, well, Rudy, you shouldn't worry, you have cameras? No, they're thinking, I mean, look, Pee-wee was worried more about, what their nefarious plan was. My thing is I'm telling you this because look, as of right now, Hannah and her cronies have been blocked, okay? I think Hannah and her cronies got the picture. I mean, look, Higgins, let me ask you a question, okay? From your perspective. I gotta grab a dip too while we talk. Do you think now that law enforcement's involved and has a case number Do you think these people will back down? You know what they said? They could get the FBI involved. I mean, literally. They said the FBI would probably love to know why someone who's on SSI is driving a fucking $90,000 truck, owns 4 houses, avoiding the tax man and everything else. I mean, literally, what you're doing is you're opening up the biggest can of worms ever. And if it got out, I mean, literally, you really think, I mean, that they're going to basically back down? Yes. I mean, literally, law enforcement is not tolerating it here in this county. They said right now, if someone harmed me and Chloe, it is now considered not just cyber stalking or cyber terrorism, but a hate crime. I'm going to use the bathroom. You got anything else to say, Higgins? No, he's trying to tear it down. Look at this. This is what happens when a bunny destroys a log and eats it. Bit by bit, he eats it down, and this is what's left. He knows the door is open, so he's curious. Well, of course it's tough to know what they're thinking. He's a rabbit. You lifting the weights and drinking the water? I mean, look, I think this will all go away. Literally. I mean, look, the other day, Chloe called them out on their bullshit. They said, fine, I'm leaving and I'm not coming back. I tried to cut them off. Literally, I did. I didn't want any part of this, whatever plan they had, due to the fact that I was being lied to. Look, it wouldn't have came down if they just were fucking honest with me. How would you feel, Higgins, if some girl was interested in you, some hot 28-year-old was interested in you, but didn't tell you anything? Like, for example, they had my address. They sent me presents. But I couldn't send them any present. I couldn't send them an Amazon gift card. I couldn't send them an Amazon gift card. You know, that's it. Or e-gift card. That's it. Literally, the lies continued, and I'm tired of it. All I want to do is be a fucking hermit. I tried to tell them, leave me alone. I don't want to talk. I mean, literally, they wanted to send me a phone, $900 to $2,000 phone, and then they're pointing the finger that Chloe stole the damn thing. Got Grizzly big can. Is this the only flavor they have. I want to check that out. What flavors are in the Grizzly egg can? Yeah, I get that, but is there only one flavor? Sam's Club, Grizzly Big Can Long Cut. Sam's Club, the Grizzly Big Can. Sign in to see the price. I'm not a member, so. No, okay, hold on. Here we go. Grizzly. Backy off. So I guess there's only one can, huh? There's the Grizzly Big Can. Yeah, just one Grizzly Big Can. As Higgins would say, the big can, the big can. That's what I thought too. Today could be the end of it. What's the log made out of? All organic, natural stuff. I'll show you. Was looking for something. I don't know if I can find it for old Hig Boy. Old Hig Boy, old Hig Boy, old Hig Boy, Hig Boy. Mm-hmm. There was something over here, but Mommy Chloe moved it, I think. Mommy Chloe moved it. Mommy. Ah, there we go. All right, so here you go. See? You asked. Eco Tritian Snack Shack. 100% edible. Stuffed with fresh alfalfa. Gourmet seed blend. See? And then there's a third hole right there. So you got a hole there, and hole there. Treat stuffers for rabbits, guinea pigs, and chinchillas. It says, take a one-of-a-kind 100% edible snack shack log, stuff it with fresh alfalfa and half with delectable seed blend for the ultimate true and chew for small animals, made with alfalfa and honey flavored. The realistic wood-looking snack log has a hard texture that promotes small animals' natural chewing instincts, and the diverse blend of fresh alfalfa inside stimulates small animals' curiosity for hours of fun, packed with a small animal's favorite ingredients and a one-of-a-kind 100% edible snack. Shack log treat stuffers makes a perfect anytime 2-in-1 treat for your pet. Place on bottom of a cage and replace when consumed. No, you gotta look at this, Higgs. Look at this. You don't get this. No, you already have one that's chewed up and one that's you're working on. No, you don't get a new one. Well, this one's really good for their digestive. I wonder if these are really good. You know why I was wondering about it? It says made in China. It's made in China. Definitely made in China. Definitely got the China virus. Has a China virus in it. This sealed with the China virus in it. So it's basically like compressed wood shavings turned into a mini log. Snack shack. Willow ball is a cardboard. Cardboard. Nah, it's basically made of pine wood shavings. But you know what? He chews on that all the time. Here, I'll show you something. Check this out. Give me 1 second. All right, watch this, Higgins. Watch this. Simple toy for a bunny. Toilet paper cores. Watch this. You see, one of their favorite toys is cardboard. What, you don't want to play with the cardboard, huh? What, are you too good for the cardboard? He's too good for the cardboard. Yeah, well, a log, and then they fill it with some alfalfa and some, they claim it's healthy, but they say it's coming from Hertz Corporation. Something about the Hertz Corporation. Spectrum Brands Inc. See, I'd be tempted just to see and put the entire thing in like this, right? See how fast it chews through the plastic, but plastic ain't good for bunnies. And I'm not here to kill my bunny off just because of the plastic. Oh, there he goes. He knocked over his toilet paper thing. Mama, the cardboard has funny smell. Did you wash it first? He's fine. Bunnies do love cardboard. Well, you do what you wish. I'm opening this, man. Thought you'd be sleeping by now, man. What is it? Entertaining? Or you have some good advice, Higgins. You really do. I mean, honestly, I'd be worried too. I mean, well, I am, but I'm not worried. My motto is I don't give a shit. Chloe, of course, wants to take a shower at sun up. I'm like, dude. So, how much chalk can you fit in your mouth? Oh, no, Sam Elliott. You know Sam Elliott. How much chalk can you fit in your mouth, punk? Well, how come you're not sleeping, you see? How much chalk can you fit in your mouth, punk? I would love to watch the Sackets again. Have you seen that movie? Six cans in one. 70% U.S. tobacco, 30% imported tobacco. Return to the sender. Oh, you have never seen the movies or read the book, The Sackets? Good movie, I tell you. Return to the sender. Return to the sender. I'm just checking at Amazon real quick. I like The Sackets. Oh, hey, is that one movie available? Crossfire Trail. Have you seen that movie? That one's an awesome movie. So my cousin, right, Dinky, she got me this Tom Selleck movie collection with westerns. It's one of my favorites is westerns, by the way. During this pandemic, I wanted to sit down and watch them. Well, I already unlocked my motorcycle. I have to look it up, so I won't even bother with it, Milky. So apparently we lost another subscriber. It was like 543, so we lost two more. Hopefully they just leave. Mm. Hopefully we Yeah, I was just thinking what Elisa Noka said. She emailed me and she said she was happy to know a woman like me. Thing is, I really don't give a shit one way or another. The thing is, I don't feel threatened. Yeah, well, I have. We've gained like 50 subscribers in the last month. Everyone wants their money, Higgins. And I, for one, don't know why I'm still here, man. I could be slurping a whiskey right now. Whiskey slurping, but I'm not in the mood. Not in the mood. I am not in the mood. I took a short nap. But I don't feel threatened. That's the thing. Well, yeah, it's bouncing, but the people that basically got upset, let them leave. I mean, I don't satisfy their whatever doesn't matter to me. I don't care. I'm not here for subs. I'm here to get the truth out. Yeah, well, I do. I always look sub numbers. I also look at the the other things, but I can go into YouTube Studio and I can actually check on different things. You wouldn't believe how many people I have here. My ban list is really long. Wow. This is just. Can you believe that? Oh, sorry, Higgins. I was talking to myself. It won't let me view it. Hold on. I'll show you a video that my husband made. Okay. I'm watching this, Higgins. And you must have had a lot of time on your hands. That is pretty damn funny. I should show you a video that me and my husband has. Right? It's like 6 minutes long. You don't have to watch it, but I can tell you exactly how many subs, how many video or links we got. So this one here is 29,000. And this one here is 258,000. So 250,000 views, and how to cook a ham for dummies. So I got a video out there, how to cook a ham for dummies, 258,000 views. Well, you had to do something, man. I mean, I salute you, you know. And you must be really happy being in your lazy boy. I would have probably fallen asleep by now. Yeah, my video is how to cook a ham for dummies. 258,000 views. I'll be right back, Higgins. Bathroom break. Good night, Higgins. All right, peeps, I'm out too. My Bible's calling me, so I need some Bible time with God. So, anyways, I hope you're all well, and stay tuned for tomorrow night when we check for pendings for Tuesday. With that said, everyone, thanks for watching. Please add and subscribe. Please hit post comments, leave feedback, suggestion, hit the like, subscribe button so it's wholesome funding for your family, including your dogs, your cats, your bunnies, service dogs. Thanks for watching, and God bless you in everything you do.